Hey, what's up? Remember, before making any V-Buck purchases, to enter the name Illustrate in the Supporter Creator tab. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back. My name is illahstrait, and in this video today we will be talking about the best assassin loadout for Fortnite Save the World, and we'll be using my favorite new ninja, starting off with Anatomy Lessons, which is given to you by Whiteout Fiona. Anatomy Lessons increases crit rating with swords, axes, and scythes by 15%. Next up we have Rapid Charge, which is given to you by Anti-Cuddle Sarah, and Rapid Charge causes melee weapon eliminations to grant 7.5 energy per elimination, obviously. Next up we have Legendary Blade, which is given to you by none other than Swordmaster Ken. During Shadow Stance, it increases sword damage by 25%, which you will be in Shadow Stance a lot with the team perk that is displayed above. Next up we have Corrosive Strikes, which is given to you by Deadly Blade Crash. Melee critical hit supply 30%, snare and affliction, which deals 37% of damage dealt each second for 3 seconds, which is a very powerful perk actually. And finally, it wouldn't be a good assassination build without assassination. Dealing melee weapon damage grants 1 stack of assassination up to 5 stacks. Assassination lasts 5 seconds and increases melee weapon damage by 4.5%, and that is given to you by Lotus Assassin Ken. And if you don't have Lotus Assassin Ken, I believe you can use Assassin Sarah. It's just that I received Lotus Assassin Ken with my version of the game, as well as the Masamune sword, which is one of the best swords in the game. For the team perk, we will be using Endless Shadow for each ninja with 3 or more stars. It increases Shadow Stance duration by 4 seconds. Each of my ninjas slotted have 5 stars. So, and then finally we will be using Forge Fate, which she has an ability called Easy Sword, which increases sword heavy attack efficiency by 200%. That means she could do heavy attacks more often than all the other ninjas in the game right now. That's how assassins used to be set up. And she is a pretty cool ninja. Ever since her inclusion in Battle Royale, I have wanted her in Save the World, and that finally happened. And I may or may not have had something to do with that, with a couple popular posts on Reddit. And then again when Donald Mustard asked on Twitter who did we want to see in Save the World, I was there to ask for Bay right there. Forged Fate. So one of the best weapons for an assassin character is the Spectral Blade. If you do not have the Spectral Blade, the Masamune that came with the pack that I purchased of Fortnite, the second highest pack, is pretty good as well. And there are a few other swords you can use, but Guardian's Will is fantastic as well because it has that heavy attack that can cause you to leap from enemy to enemy. But this is the one that I'm using. I love the Spectral Blade. I love the fact that you can teleport between targets. What you want to start off with every engagement is start off by farming your stacks of assassination by just doing some simple sword swipes, and then take out the high priority targets with a heavy attack with the the teleport slash. You can take out whoever you want to because she can do that heavy attack more often than other people for less of an energy cost, hence the 200% heavy attack efficiency, because she She just specializes in doing heavy attacks, so it doesn't cost her that much energy, but the energy that it does cost her is being refilled by anti-cuddle team leader or whatever her name is. I wish they would just put the pink bear and save the world. Why are they just playing around and just giving us, I mean, anti-cuddle Sarah is cool and everything, but put the pink bear from Battle Royale in the game. That would be so dope. I just wanted to give you some basic tips on how to start out, because assassins play slightly different than the other ninjas. So you're going to start off getting that extra 20% damage, and then when you see the high priority targets like those blasters, you want to go ahead and just take them out. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but since patch 8.0, the lobbers are more difficult. Like, they're smarter or something. I don't know how to explain it, but they are much more of a threat than they used to be. And they've always been a threat, but in this case, it's hard to explain. It's like they're way more annoying than they used to be. So be sure to prioritize lobbers if possible. Right there, I have the sniper at the end of the trap tunnel. He's being used as bait, and this sword is just doing tons of damage. I kind of wish I would have put a trap tunnel up here on the mountainside, but it's whatever. Seems like he's fine. Just seems like the enemies aren't spawning fast enough for my maxed out Spectral Blade. If you did not see that maxed out Spectral Blade video, be sure to check that out. Pretty interesting video, and I show the stats of the Spectral Blade in that video. In case you don't have the Spectral Blade, it will be coming around again at some point, and you'll probably be able to get it off of the event store without having to do much work for it. Just like most everything else in this game, they want everybody to have everything, which is understandable, sort of, but I kind of feel like the people who played the game the longest have nothing besides what legacy weapons. There's not too many weapons that a new player can't get. Maybe a vendor tech, that vendor tech blaster you can't get yet, but they'll probably put that on the event store. I wouldn't be too surprised, or make it drop out of regular llamas like they did with the scavenger weapons. Be sure to prioritize the blasters, because those guys are super annoying, and even with shadow stance they still do decent damage to melee characters. Ooh, I missed. It's okay. I miss every once in a while. I wasn't aimed at him properly. I kind of wonder, do you even have to aim? It's not like you get more damage for hitting a monster in the head. They should probably like do something like that. Make it to where you get more damage when you're using a melee weapon and you swing towards their head, like the crosshair. Stop shooting at my defender. So at some point you could literally just heavy attack everybody, because of how the energy region works on this build. So where's all the smashers at? It's weird, because in the first wave there were tons of smashers. Now it's like, it's almost like they're hiding right now. It's like they don't want to see the pointy end of my Spectral Blade that I would love to introduce them to, but they're not coming out for some reason. I don't know why. But there's one thing that I do know. If you liked what you're seeing today and you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button, tap that subscribe button, and smash that subscribe button.
getting carried by Illahstrait at its finest.